You're telling me that I can be like, hold on guys, I'm setting up the retake. Let me just smoke those. Let me just concuss both sides of under Balk. And let's gravity well this corner. All right guys, you ready to retake? Like this is ridiculous. Hey guys, it's Relyks from Cloud9 Blue, and today we're gonna be giving you a first look at the newest agent coming to Valorant, Astra. This is also a true first impression for myself. So as you can see, if you try to use any of her first three abilities, she says she can't do anything without a star. And as we remember, we have to go into our Astral form. What is this? Can I actually like go around the whole map like this? I guess it's just the range, but this is kind of trippy. You're like no clipping in the air. So these are like the stars that she can place, and then she can use any of these to do any ability. Let's see. So if I wanted to throw a smoke, ooh. You wanted to pull someone in with the gravity well. Okay, this is actually sick. I didn't realize it would work like this. I'll show you what this looks like. Even if you run away, you move really slow. Okay, that's actually sick. That actually makes her a lot more versatile. I don't know why I expected it to be different, but that's really cool. So how does her ult work then? You have to right click to enter it, and then left click to connect two locations. How far can you go? Oh, I see there's a line here. Holy. Okay, bro, this is gonna be... I actually think this might be kind of busted. Like, I'm not saying this for the video yet, but like, I'm just thinking about the fact that like, this is actually overpowered. Like, okay, I can't say that without really seeing anything, but like, imagine you're about to hit a site. You're telling me that she can just go like, you know what I mean? And then like from over here be like, all right, we're gonna pull that guy, smoke that, pull that guy in, stun that guy, smoke that. Like, there's no way, right? Because there's no lineups required, you know what I mean? It's like legit just point and click, and you can like concuss people, or like, I don't know. It's gonna be interesting. We're gonna have to see this, like how it plays out. Maybe she's like really expensive and it's hard to get all those stars every round or something. So yeah, after taking a quick little look at her abilities here, just some first thoughts and impressions. I think it's really cool that her entire ability set is unique and really differentiates her from other controllers. I like that she has both smokes and like a vulnerable kind of ability that's not like any others, the gravity well. And then also she has a tremor, and then her ult is just something else, connecting these two walls. Like, this is gonna open up so many potential plays for other teams, like where they can make plays based off of this. And we're just gonna have to see, because based on what this looks like in the range, this looks like it splits the entire map. So we're gonna have to go and actually test this on a map and see if it's as widespread as it looks. So the only ability she buys is her stars. And she has 2 every round to start with, so she'll only have to ever spend max 600 credits. So you're telling me she gets either 2 smokes or like a tremor and a smoke just free every round? It's kind of like Omen, I guess, but... Yeah, so after getting a little first look, to me, Astra is kind of interesting because she sort of seems like a controller who functions partly like a sentinel. And by that, I just mean that on defense, for instance, or even on offense, it doesn't matter. You can place your stars wherever you want around the map to activate at any time. So you could be playing mid on Ascent, and you could have like 1 here for B main, you know, 1 here for cat, like 1 here for this part of mid if you wanted to do something. Like, you could place all of these preemptively, kind of like a controller. And then at any point during the round, so now I've placed all 5 of my stars. And now at any point during the round, I can activate any of these. Like, oh, like they're pressuring me mid and I want to smoke, you know, you can pop a smoke here. Or if they push through the smoke and you want to either like tremor them or pull them in with the gravity well, you know, you can just activate the ability, similar to like how a Killjoy would, as like a reactionary thing. And it also allows you to effectively support teammates across the map on different parts of the site. They want a smoke or a tremor or something on cat, you know, here you go, you can pop it. And then similar to a Killjoy or another sentinel who would be pulling their util, let's say they're hitting B, or excuse me, hitting A, and you have 2 stars left, and 1 is A main, and this is your only other one, you can just pull your star back so you can use it on the retake. And now you have an additional star to, you know, place once you're over at the other site. So very similar to how Killjoy would be pulling her alarm bot or her turret or something to use at another site. in addition to placing stuff preemptively, you can use her stars reactively. They take about a second, it seems, to give you the option to activate the star. So for instance, if you were started here or something and you just wanted to see if they were middle, and then you took a fight with the guy and you wanted to smoke, you know, you could quickly just do this and then smoke. It's you know, it's not instant, but it's fast enough where you could probably get something down as a reaction pretty quickly. Wait, I just realized that. Did you see her smoke, by the way? It just regenerated. Yeah, so I guess she has 5 stars. Like, watch. It's 15-second cooldown. So she could technically have 5 smokes during a round. What about the other abilities? I'm sure it's only the smoke. Wait, no way. Yeah, so you can, okay, well, that changes everything. All right, guys, so we actually just learned that all 3 of her abilities actually refresh over time. Her smoke, her tremor, and her gravity well all regenerate. So the smoke has a 15-second timer, her concuss has a 12-second timer, and her gravity well has a 12-second timer. So she's actually only limited by her stars, which she has 5 per round. So you can have, technically, you could dedicate all your stars to smokes, and you could have 5 smokes during the round, or you could have, you know, 2 tremors and 2 smokes. It really opens up the doors to how you're going to use her stars and her utility since they regenerate. So that actually really changes a lot. Since you have the freedom to use any ability with any star anywhere on the map at any time, it really is going to come down to just like your understanding of the agent and of the game, and like having good map awareness and game sense to know when to pop a smoke, when to pop a gravity well, when to pop the tremor, and like when to save it. Because since you can use your, you know, maybe you use 2 smokes during the round and that's all you've used and you have 3 stars left and they're hitting a site, like maybe you just pick up your stars from middle and then you go to, you know, you go to A, and now since your smokes have, you know, hopefully regenerated, you can have like a double smoke for a retake. And I actually think that retaking with her as a controller is going to be kind of crazy. I didn't think about this until now, where if she has played the round smart and she's saving stars for late round, she could like smoke 2 positions, excuse me. Like, let's say she has 3 stars just for like sake of argument. And she could straight up retake by smoking 2 spots, and then you could choose it. You want to like tremor this area because it's a very common post plan spot. You know, do you want a gravity well to pull them into the center? This might be something interesting because maybe they're hiding in a corner and now it pulls them out of cover and they have to like fight against the pull of it while you're peeking out heaven. Like, I think that the way that her ability set is utilized makes her super, super dynamic. On attack, I think it's very interesting. I think the fact that she has literally global, like anywhere you want to smoke a concuss, she can do it. And because of this, she isn't limited by being on a certain part of the map. Like, you'll never know exactly where an Astra is playing. It doesn't matter where she smokes for her teammate. Like, you won't know if she's with them or if she's on the other side of the map. I'm not saying that this means she's going to be like a lurking controller, but I really think that she has a lot of freedom on both sides. I definitely think she's going to be meta. I definitely think she's going to be picked pretty frequently, at least when teams understand how to use her well and, you know, how to play her. Yeah, I actually want to see if the ultimate, if there's a way to have this not cover the whole map, because so far in all the testing, so this is what you do. You enter the astral form, which is how you would place your stars, but instead of left clicking to place a star, you right click to enter her alt state. She doesn't need to be where she alts because it's basically the same thing as her stars. So anywhere that she wants to split, she can split. I picture if teams don't use this to execute on sites, using this as a retake ability could be super strong. So let's say you've taken, you know, B site or something and you're chilling here and you got your ult, right? Then you could just do literally something like this, let's say, and your teammates just hold. So this is also how it looks when it goes up. As you saw, it wasn't immediate. She kind of does this animation and then it places it for a second and then it goes up. So it won't pop it up instantly. But yeah, so this blocks bullets, as we said. It does not block abilities, but it blocks bullets, and it says it dampens footsteps, as you can see in the bottom right, or sorry, heavily dampens audio. So what I understand that to mean is if you were to use her ult in an aggressive way on attack, let's say, this is what I think might be like the secret kind of OP usage of her ult, is that dampens audio has me understand that it dampens all the audio on either side of the wall from either person's perspective. You know, so if the wall was here, if I'm here, it's dampening audio on that side, and then vice versa. And so what I was saying, that I think that this is kind of like hidden, I guess you could say OP, quote, end quote, is you could use a wall like this. Like, let's say that you've already taken mid control and you know that there's nobody pizza or market, and you wall like this. What this makes me think is that you could have a bunch of people just running like this. And if there's anybody on this side of the wall, I don't know what it'll sound like, but assuming like how it says it is, it'll sound a lot like less readable. Like maybe they won't, I don't know what dampens, like what the level of dampening means, but you could probably formulate some really quick split or rust strats off of this where you just like run along the wall and people like can't hear how fast that you're actually committing to a site or something. I think that it is like a really cool ability. I just like how it looks. One more time just to give you a look at what it looks like. Here, I'll go into middle so you can see. When she places the second point, it takes about, like, you know, we'll see how long. Takes about like maybe 2 seconds to actually go up. So it's not instant. And as we said before, lasts around 25 seconds. And when it begins to drop, it drops pretty gradually. It's not like a super slow drop, but it's not instant. You'll see in a moment here. And it kind of comes down in a wave like that. So that's her ult. There you go. So that's it, guys. Thank you guys for watching our first impressions of Astra here. And keep in mind that this was legitimately my first hour with the agent. Things are subject to change with the developers, and we also don't know all of the interactions. So I'm sure that when other people start producing content, you know, we will find all the little secrets and tricks to her kit. But let us know what you guys thought in the comments down below, and make sure to like and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this one.